Hello again, everybody. This is Rocket Rick J18, and I am going to show you some recent pickups, including a photograph and several cards, and we're going to talk about those things, and I think there'll be some interesting information. I don't have a lot of photographs, but this I think is type 1 photograph that I have and gotten, and I believe I can show you why I believe it is a type 1 photograph. So here's the picture. Obviously, this is uh, the scene at Yankee Stadium, the 1949 World Series, and Tommy Henrich there on the right has just hit a home run to win the game in the bottom of the ninth inning, 1-0. He's being congratulated by the winning pitcher, Allie Reynolds, and some of his teammates, including uh, number 7, not Mickey Mantle, obviously, but rather that's Cliff Mapes. Uh, Number 14 is Gene Woodling. Number 10 is Phil Rizzuto. Number 36 is Johnny Mize, and number 28 is the guy who would win another one of the games here in the 49 World Series, left-handed pitcher Tommy Byrne. I'm not sure about this, but I think that one of the two Yankees that is facing uh, the team, I think might be third base coach Frank Crosetti, but not 100% sure about that. So that's the scene. The photograph, I'm going to flip over here and show you the back. And this stamp, which is a little difficult to read because it's actually been double stamped, is a notice of Wide World Photos claiming ownership of the photograph. And the photograph was taken on, this is the paper that was attached to the photograph, and you can see that the game was played on October 5th, 1949, and the photograph was taken on October 6th, which is the date stamped right here. Not taken on October 6th, printed on October 6th, 1949. So it's the day after the game, and clearly the photograph must have been taken on October 5th since, for obvious reasons. Um, so that's some interesting stuff, and I got this, I think, for $5. I didn't realize that it had all of this information on it, but that's it also tells you that he hit the home run off of Don Newcomb. So that's the 1949 World Series. This was Game 1. The Yankees would go on to win the series, I believe, in 6 games, maybe 5. I'm not 100% sure. But in any case, I think that's a pretty neat photograph, and so I'm happy to add it to my collection and happy to be able to show it to you here today. So the cards that I want to show you first come from my effort to add to my collection of 1954 Dandy potato chip cards. And the first one I have to show you is Hank Bauer. And Hank, I believe, is the second card in the set. They're unnumbered, but are in alphabetical order. Backs of the cards look like this, and you can see that in 1952 he appeared in 141 games, at 53, 133 games. The Yankees, of course, won the World Series both of those years. On their way to winning 5 in a row. Of course, in 1954, they did not win the World Series because they weren't in it. The Cleveland Indians won 116 games, I think, which was a record until it was broken by Seattle not too long ago. So that's Hank Bauer. The next card is the last card in the set, and it is Cleveland Indians pitcher Early Wynn, one of the big four for Cleveland, along with Bob Feller, Bob Lemon, and Mike Garcia. Early Wynn, of those four great pitchers, only Early Wynn won 300 games, and so he was really a stalwart for the Indians. And here's the back of his card, noting that he was born in Alabama, lived in Florida, and gives a little bit of a bio there, and then the the logo, Dandy, potato chips. And then the last card that I picked up is Wally Westlake of the Cleveland Indians, and it is a SGC 1.5 in an older frame. It's got some staining on it, but pretty sharp corners for having spent some time in a potato chip bag, which is obviously where the staining comes from too. And on the back side, we've got a little bit of staining also. So those are 3 additions to my Dandy potato chip collection. So I've got more than half of the cards. Some of the rest of what's left, even though I have the Mantle, are they're fairly expensive. They're single prints, and there's a Bob Feller card. Some other cards that are cost a little bit of money. So, but I'll get there. I'm happy to add those to the collection. Glad to be working on that set. I have a card that I'm adding to my collection of Mike Payne 300 great cards, and I have now 229 of those cards, although most of them, unlike Mike Baseball Collector and Chris from Missouri, are not graded. But I have a few graded cards, and this will certainly be one of those. So, happy to add that. And I'd like to get up over 230. I think I've a pretty good chance of being able to do that. Maybe get up to 250 or something along those lines. We'll see. I also adding a few Japanese Menko cards. I purchased I actually purchased 6 of the cards on the same day, but these arrived just a little bit later than the other 3. These 3. This is a generic card, and so this one is called free batting. Free batting. Not really quite sure what that's all about, but that's the first card. And the second card is called Home Run. And it's a catcher, the umpire, and the batter who has just hit the home run. And it is a generic card also that doesn't depict any particular player. And here's the back of the card with the number 923 and then something in Japanese, which I don't know what that was. I'd like to find out. So if you can read Japanese or speak it, perhaps you could let me know in the comments below. This actually is the other 2 cards were from the 1930s. This card is from 1951 maybe, and is I've forgotten the name of the player. I do have it written down, but he was a teammate of Sadaharu Oh on the Yomiuri Giants. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. And the back of his card has the number 130105, and it has a drawing of a catcher on it. So I'm really am kind of fascinated by these cards. They're very colorful and interesting, and I hope to add some more to my collection in the future. So that's what I have to show you today, and thank you for watching. If you like this sort of video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll do so. I'm pretty close to 400 subscribers now, and I'm hoping to get to 500 by the end of the year. So if you can help me get there, I would appreciate that too. Well, thanks very much. And once again, this is Rocket Rick J18, wishing that all your collecting dreams come true.